So just taking a quick look at Ethereum on the daily time frame here. As we can see, we're currently sitting at around $3,000. That is a big psychological milestone for Ethereum. Obviously recently we're getting into that bull market for Bitcoin and Ethereum, preceding the halving obviously coming very soon in around 2 months time. And because of that, we have seen Ethereum recently doing very well. You can see obviously the bear market, we did have that nice bounce off the lows, coming back into this area, and then really we were just kind of chopping sideways. But we're getting these, you know, these rising higher lows, which is obviously good to see, coming back into these areas, but really not being able to force the price down that much. We came back down to around $1,500 around 6 months ago. We've actually doubled the price of Ethereum since then, which is pretty cool to see. Overall, we have just essentially here been chopping sideways for a good while, unable to break this key level at around $2,080 there at the 0.50 Fibonacci, $2,076. We kept getting stuck under this level for basically a few years here, all the way through this bear market. But now obviously with Ethereum coming up, breaking through this level, coming all the way up to the 618, back testing the 100 moving average, breaking the 618 and coming up here. Usually the 618 is the area where I think if we flip the 618 or break it, you're heading back up into bull market territory for cryptocurrencies, because you're breaking past that real big pivot point where most of the time you would see a huge resistance here and continuation if you're going to see trends reversing and then a big long downside trend being basically coming into play here. I don't think that's going to happen at all. I didn't think that would happen anyway, considering how cryptocurrency works. But usually it's an area where you can get some significant resistance. But with Ethereum and Bitcoin both above this level now, Ethereum sitting here at around $3,000 and really looking like it doesn't have that much resistance left at all before it gets back to its all-time high, which was just under $5,000, which is crazy to think, isn't it? That's a really crazy all-time high. We got down to around just under $800 down here. So very nice gains for anyone who was bidding down here. Crazy price action since then, really, in a few years, considering, you know, normal market standards. Obviously crypto, you can do some crazy stuff, can't you? But overall Ethereum looking really good right now, making its way up through the Fibonacci levels. We've obviously back tested the 100 moving average, broken through the 618, and like I said, there is very little resistance now on this chart, apart from around this 0.78 Fibonacci at $3,400 before the all-time high. So really overall very exciting times indeed. This is looking extremely bullish just by the eye test as well, isn't it? And overall I would imagine that we're probably going to see some more gains for Ethereum going forward. I think we're probably due for a pullback, considering that we have hit a very large psychological number in $3,000 for Ethereum. We could see ourselves retracing and testing this 2.5k level at the 618 at some point in the future before the halving, in my opinion. If Bitcoin gets a retracement, that's also quite likely as well. But right now Ethereum looking really good, and yeah, the halving very soon. Let's see what happens next.